Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today. Sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, anything I say is alleged and in my very, very personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some meat and potatoes, some housekeeping items. It is free to follow me. Free to follow me on this channel, Anonymous Tea. Free to follow me on my other channel, Anonymous Tea Podcast. There is new content over there. Follow me on the Tickety Talk at Anonymous Tea Podcast. Free to follow me on the Instagram. On the Instagram, he's at Anonymous Reality Tea. Free to share everywhere. Free to like the video so it gets out to the algorithm. Free to share with your family, your friends, and your foes, and coming or going, hit the like button. So today we're talking Melody Cherie Rogers, aka Money Making Mel, aka Mogul Making Mel, and I'm gonna keep it a bean with y'all. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. It's been a minute since I've been seeing Mel's lives because your girl's been busy. So nonetheless, shout out to Tea Talk with your girl. I saw on her page Mel's live. Thank you. Because Mel had some words of wisdom, right? She had some words of wisdom in regards to responding to people, in regards to the demons, in regards to the negativity, and everything else, right? So Mel said the following. She said that angels do not play about her, and that she appreciates all of the things that God has done for her. She said that there was somebody that was speaking to Mel that said that basically they confided in Mel that somebody had irritated their spirit, had pissed them off, and Mel had told them, listen, looky here, do not respond yet. Just wait until everything, festers, mellows out, all of this. Because she said everything doesn't need an immediate response, you guys. So everything does not require an immediate response. She said, take some time to yourself, give yourself a week, and then come back and revisit it and respond. She said, the thing is, if you're going to respond to whatever it was that pissed you off, that got you upset right now, that essentially your emotions are going to be high, or you're going to say something that you're probably going to regret. And everything else, everything's elevated, right? Your blood pressure's up, everything's up, your heart rate's up, everything is up because you're so mad, you're so upset. So then Mel said as well that even Mel has stopped with the emotional responses. And that's what she gave the advice to the person. She said, no emotional responses. And Mel said that she does not do emotional responses anymore. She had to make herself stop doing it. And Mel said, listen, I'm going to give y'all a little throwback. I'm going to give you a little throwback. We're going to take it way back into time, right? When I was hitting the live button and I was clapping back at all these people. I was giving it to them, right? I was giving it to them. If somebody has something to say, I was going to get on here and be like, clock this T, clock that T, da-da-da-da-da-da. I'm going to drag y'all, right? I'm going to do all that, right? And so, nonetheless, she also referenced, shout out to Queen Sheba, referenced Queen Sheba, who always says, to take a pause, right? To take a pause before, we're about to get into the nitty gritty, right? So nonetheless, she was saying, Mel, you gotta pause sometimes on hitting that live button. You gotta pause sometimes on hitting the live button and telling some people what you really think of them and dragging them, right? And she said that, she don't do it no more. She was asking the people, she was like, do y'all remember how many times I used to check these people? And it reminded me of Mel's merch. Remember that merch, don't check for me if you ain't got to check for me? Like, she needs to put that back on sale. Don't check for me if you ain't got to check for me. Like that's the energy, the type of energy that I am on, that I am feeling, that I am receiving, y'all. So none of the less, she is saying, when you keep checking people, it doesn't do anything. When you keep going back and forth with people and everything else, it ain't going to do anything, because essentially you're responding emotionally and you're not getting to a place of improvement. You're getting a place of, response or whatever else. Like, you're just in it. You're in this back and forth full of negativity, full of toxicity, full of arguing, full of cussing each other out, full of dragging each other, full of reading each other and getting down to the nitty-gritty, and you're not getting to a place of resolve. You're not getting to a resolution. You're not getting to a place where things are going to, either you're going to work it out and be cool, or we're just going to have beef forever, but we're just not going to deal with each other, right? And so then Mel said as well, she's learned at this point, with not responding emotionally, that this is not going to, impact her negatively. She's learned to get to a place of peace. Mel also said she has chosen to get out of the circus, and she has chosen to get out of the back and forth, and that she is not going to respond. And that she is going to give time for her emotions to calm down. She is going to give time because what she feels is though, what is the point of going back and forth with the enemy looking to disrupt your peace? And as well as, when you can tell when you're dealing with somebody who has a nasty spirit, who is demonic spirit. And Mel was like, listen, look at here. Why engage? Why engage with somebody who is demonic? And everything else, when you can just simply pray about it and you can rebuke them and everything else and just pray it away. Mel said God removes the demonic spirit to continue to pray for you and pray for yourself and keep it moving. When the demonic spirit, when they come that way, just pray, ignore them, keep it moving, pray that they move out of the way and everything else, and let God handle it and whatever it looks like to God. Said as well that, especially when you grow up, especially when you've lived a little bit, she said, knowing that when you've grown, you try your best not to allow the enemy to disrupt your peace. That is the job. She said, you're not supposed to be letting anybody throw you off your square. You're not supposed to be letting people, disturb your peace and everything else. And she said, why allow somebody to distract you and everything else? Like why do it? Why do it? Why allow it, right? And she said, to be observant, look at what their fruit looks like, that you know a tree by the fruit that it bears. Watch how that person loves. Watch how that person moves, how their actions are. Watch how they speak, how they talk to people, and that it doesn't take much. But what do you look like going back and forth with a demon? And basically to rebuke it. Rebuke it, let God take care of it, let God handle it. And again, continue to, have that rest, have that peace, be thankful for growth, be thankful for God. And, Mel is saying as well that God allowed her to take a lot of time, a lot of work, and it's been a daily choice. She was saying, you got to make a daily choice every day on whether or not you're about to go back and forth with somebody. You got to make a daily choice, a daily decision if you're about to cuss them out and go down this rabbit hole, right? And so she said every day she has to decide whether or not she is going to get in the circus or she is going to stay out of the circus, and that the work never stops, and that she encourages, people to have a relationship with God. And Mel says again, I am not perfect. I am not perfect. And none of us are perfect, you guys. Nobody's perfect, right? So, nonetheless, that is what Mel said, you guys. What do you think of Mel's words of wisdom? What do you think what she had to say? But she's right. There is no reason to be going into the circus with people. Why are we going into the circus if you know that you're not a clown? Like, why are we engaging in the clownery if you know you're not a clown? Why are you trying to get down and trying to outwork the devil when that's not you? That's not you. You know that's not you. You know who you are and your how you represent yourself, your integrity, your morals, your values, all this and all that. But the thing is, when people, try to knock you out of your element and knock you out of who you are, they want to continue to go back and forth with you. They think this is fun. right? They think this is entertainment. But nonetheless, you get to a point where it's like, you need me. You need me for the attention. You need me for the clout. So if I don't acknowledge you, you can't, you look silly going back and forth by yourself. You look silly going back and forth by yourself. Calling people's names and they don't respond. Calling people's names and they never seen or heard of it because they don't know they don't know who you are anymore. They don't know you. I don't know her. I don't know her. Don't know what she said. Don't know what she did. Da 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 da. Right? And so then it's like, okay, maybe I should stop. Maybe I should stop because my way's not working. And they're not responding to me. They're not acknowledging me. I try to throw out some hints. I try to throw out some shade. I try to throw out some subliminals. Da 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 da. Even I might have even said their name, and they still didn't take the bait. So now you gotta make a decision. Okay, you've tried all these methods to try to get them to pop out and show them, and they just paid you dust. They paid you absolute dust. So there is that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post the content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.